everybody. Welcome to Amni's Kitchen. I know it's been a very long time since I'm bringing a new recipe. Unfortunately, we had a very a tragedy in our family, and it's taking us a long time to recover from it. And but today my grandchildren and my daughter requested for me to do this, and so today I'm going to be doing something very different, and two of my grandchildren will help. This is Ayan and this is my Eliza. So them two are going to be helping me. We thought we do a turkey. A lot of people don't know how to do turkey, and so I thought I'd do, because there's a lot of halal turkeys available now everywhere, so you can buy yourself a halal turkey. So I thought, let me teach you how to do a halal turkey dinner. So should we start now? Okay, so Ayan is going to show us what to do. Actually, what we're going to do for the turkey first is we're going to take a butter. We have about 3/4 pound of butter. Ayan, start putting in the ingredients. This is your onion powder. Yeah, salt. The 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, 1.5 tablespoons of parsley. I took dry parsley. You can take fresh if you like. We have, Eliza is going to put 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper that she just grinded herself. Eliza, put it in, Betty. Yes, it's okay. Put it in. It's okay. Put another one in. Yeah. Put it in. Ayan, you're going to put in a tablespoon of oregano. I'm putting it in because I like it. We're going to put in sage. Sage is rapidly available, so dry sage, but I have it fresh one because my husband grew it in the garden. We have rosemary. 2 tablespoons of rosemary will go in there. And then we have paprika. I took a regular paprika. I didn't take a smoked paprika. And then you have garlic powder. Put the garlic powder in, Ayan. Okay, now he's going to mix it well. These are your ingredients. Now you can come over to the turkey, which is right here. I have it right here. I took it from my butcher. They give you halal turkey. Halal turkey is available everywhere. So what I did was I washed my turkey and I dried it. This is just a neck piece I have just to show you. I don't like the giblets and stuff, so I threw them out. So what I'm going to do, what I did was I washed it and now I'm drying it. I dried it pretty good. Now what you have to do is, by the time Ayan finishes his mixing up, you need to open up the skin, because that's how you want the moist turkey, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put a spoon in there, and I'm just going to go like this, just with the spoon, to open up a little bit of turkey. You can use your hands also. In some places I will use my hand, in which where I find it's impossible, because you're going to put in, I'm going to show you how you're going to put in your butter and all the whole mixture that Ayan is doing right now. Okay, so let's do it that way. I hope you guys understand. Just put a spoon in. It's easier, but don't use push your hand too hard. You're gonna come out of the skin. You want the skin to be attached to the meat. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, everybody. Now Ayan has mixed the mixture. This is how it looks like. Eliza has poured some more salt in there for me and some pepper. By the way, I added more pepper in there because I asked Eliza to add 1.5 teaspoons. She's young, she didn't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be adding more salt in the cavity of the turkey first. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take salt and pepper in my hand like this. Just hold on. Salt and pepper. And what I'm going to do is, what I do first thing is I'm going to lift up the turkey. I dried it, by the way, and then you can just push it in like this so that everything is well marinated. Okay, and take a look at it. Look what I did with it. I opened the skin. Can you see? I opened the skin like this. Now what I'm going to do with this butter mixture is, I will show you. You have to use your hand, unfortunately, or you can also do it with the spoon. You can try to. Now I'm going to put all this butter on with my hand inside the turkey like this. Okay, you see, just like this. Now I put paprika in there. You don't want to put paprika in there, you don't have to put paprika in there. You want to put you can also put some masalas in there. If you want to put in masala, let's say you have somebody who doesn't like bland food. It's not going to be bland, mind you. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be really, really good. But sometimes it happens, like myself, I like spicy food myself, so you know, sometimes we don't want to eat that. So you can put a little bit of cumin seed, ground cumin in there. You can put a little bit of red chili pepper in there. You can do all that. And you see what I'm doing with it? You're going to do exactly the same thing. And that's what is going to make it moist and delicious. And it's going to be all, see, even the leg piece. Look at the way I did the leg. Exactly the same thing. You're just pushing it in the skin of the leg, so that leg is also very well marinated. Now you can do this at 2 days before, a day before. I'm just doing it the same day because my daughter requested 2 days ago, so I didn't have enough time. We had to get a turkey from our butcher, so we did it now. But you can do it ahead of time if you like. And I'm gonna try to stuff some in this way as well. Okay, right here. And mind you, my turkey is 13 pounds. When we got it from our butcher, it's a 13-pound turkey. Now what I'm gonna do with it now, you see all this left over? I'm gonna put it on top of my turkey like this. You're gonna put it in like this. So you see here, what I've done here is in my pan. This is my pan for my turkey, by the way. And what I did in here is I put in some garlic, I put in red onions, and I put in some celery sticks. Celery sticks, it's a choice. You don't have to put it in. Put the rack in, put the rack back in here. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put my turkey, which is right here, back in here. Okay, so you see all the butter has come out and left it on my thing there, which I will put it back on. Put the turkey, put this back on, my butter. And what I have done over here is I have some lime and oranges. I want to do the turkey with citrus flavor. So I put it in the same dish as I mixed the butter in. Now I'm going to do is just stuff it in the stomach, in the cavity there, and let it. Now, by the way, for this, you have to turn the oven on for 350 degrees. And my turkey was 13 pounds. I asked my butcher. So it was 13 pounds. So I'm gonna cook my turkey for almost 4 hours. So I'm gonna cook my turkey for 4 hours. And what else I'm gonna do? Ayan, beta, can you open the chicken stock that I made? Yeah. Now I have the chicken stock, which is what we call yakhni. I did it ahead of time. I made the yakhni ahead of time. So Ayan, put the yakhni in here, beta. Now, one of the reason I'm just putting the yakhni in, put all of it in, beta, is because what's gonna happen, it's gonna bring moisture when I'm baking it in the oven, and it's gonna prevent it from drying. Okay, so this is how my turkey is gonna go in. Okay, so now look what I've done. I've covered my drumsticks with the foil, and also I added my neck piece right in here because I've already had the broth that I already made about 2 days ago. So I'm just gonna leave it in here, and I'm gonna cover my drumsticks, just the end of it, and I'm gonna cover my turkey like this. Now my turkey is gonna go in the oven for 4 hours. I'm gonna cover it well. Okay, Aliza, you can help me. And there we go. It's gonna go in the oven, and throughout the day as it's cooking for 4 hours. So now it's been 2 hours since our turkey has been in the oven. Take a look at it. Oh my goodness. See? Look how nice it looks. Now that you took it out of the oven, all you have to do is I'm just gonna put a little bit more butter on it so that it becomes skin becomes really nice, crispy and brown. Just a little bit of butter all around the leg piece, all around the thighs, all around the breast area. Okay, and now what you have to do, if you have a baster which looks like this, just put it in down here, and you see, and then just baste it on top like this. Put it in your thing, and it fills up on its own. Just go like this. So keep on doing it for at least 2-3 times when you're cooking it, because you're gonna cook this for another 2 more hours. It still has 2 more hours. Sorry, baby. Sorry, baby. See? So now what we're gonna do with this is, after you baste it several times, Baste it several times. And that way the turkey is going to be juicy. Very, very juicy. And I'm going to show you how I'm also preparing for the fixing. So I'm going to put this in my sink. Take this, cover it with this, because you see the bone, you can see the bone is being exposed because it's cooking now, and I think it's being done almost. So now I'm not going to cover this at all. I'm just going to put this as is in the oven. If you want to baste some more, go right ahead and baste some more. I think it's just perfect. I think it's more than enough now. I've done it, and yeah. Okay, so now after 4 hours, it's almost been 4 hours since my turkey was in the oven. Take a look at it. Look how nice it is. Even the skin is brown. My grandson really likes it. He said, oh wow, it looks delicious. But you see the skin, it kind of folded. I should have folded in a little bit more. So when you guys do, just pull it a little bit more and put it in the breast piece. So now what I will do is I'll take this out in a platter and I'll cover it with the foil, and I will let it rest, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna do all the sides. So let's take this out now and put it in my display tray, in my platter. Here you go. I'm gonna put this in the platter, and I'm gonna show you how it looks, and we're gonna cover it, and we're gonna leave it in there for about 40 minutes. We're not gonna touch it, not gonna carve it, not gonna do anything with it. Just gonna leave it to rest so that all the juices will go back in. Okay? Okay, so now what I did was I put it in the platter, and look how this is how it looks, and I covered it. I covered it in foil. So you're gonna let the turkey rest for at least 35 to 40 minutes in the same dish before we're gonna take it out and carve it. Now that the turkey is done, I'm gonna show you how to do the sides. So let's start. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing green beans. You see, these are just your regular green bean. All you have to do is just chop from here, and here they are. I have it about 1.5 pounds because we're a family of 7. So that's it. That's all you have to do. You do this and just wait till the butter. I put the butter in the pan already so that it can become a little bit brown. Because I want the butter to be brown before I do anything. Put the beans in here, and they're very simple beans. You don't have to do anything with them. You just have to fry them a little bit of, just a little bit of salt, black pepper, and in the end we will add almonds in there. If they're just your regular slivered almonds, it's just 1 tablespoon I took. That's all you need. You can use, if you want to use some onions or something with it, you can go right ahead and use it, but I don't, because I don't want to use it. I usually don't. So mine is okay. My kids are okay with it. Look at this. We're going to put the onions, we're going to put the green beans in here. There we go. See? You just have to coat them. If you don't have time, or you think nobody likes beans, you can always take the beans out. Don't use beans. Just use potatoes, mashed potatoes. If you guys like, do mashed potatoes. But today I decided to do 2 different potatoes. My grandchildren don't like sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna do sweet potatoes for my daughter and myself and my husband and my son-in-law. But for the kids, I'm gonna do potatoes. But I thought not to do mashed potatoes, but everybody does mashed potatoes with it. Don't do mashed potatoes, or if you want to do it, go right ahead and do mashed potatoes. I'm gonna roast both of the potatoes. I'll show you also, I'll show that to you as well. You see, right here, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt in here, not too much. And the ground pepper that my granddaughter grinded, just a little bit of that. If you want to put herbs in here, you can go right ahead and put herbs in there, but I'm not, because our turkey, mashallah, says already quite a bit of herbs in there. So just go like this. Leave it on low heat now. I'm going to put it in a low heat, and I will cover it, and we'll come back to it in about 10 minutes just to see. Okay, so like after 10 minutes, come back to your beans and take a look at them. Look how nice they look. After that, the tablespoon of almonds that I had, I'm just gonna put those in and let them fry for maybe 5 minutes, like just to cover it, to give dum, type of dum, or let them just fry as well. And while my grandchildren, both of my bache, are doing the potatoes. Now you must be thinking, oh my God, doing a turkey dinner is so much work. But you know what? On the contrary, it's less work than anything, because you put the turkey in the oven for 4 hours. Okay. Now you see these potatoes. What I'm doing is, because my grandchildren, I told you, don't like the sweet potatoes, but my daughter does. So what we're doing is we took a big tray, we put the oven for 300 degrees, and now we're gonna salt and pepper. And Aliza and Ayan has just washed their hands, and they're gonna be helping me mix everything together. So hold on guys, let me just put everything together in here. They're gonna mix all the spices and everything together, and then they will both of them will mix it. And then we're just gonna, just a teaspoon or so of each if you like it. If you don't want to put black pepper, don't put black pepper. You want to put kuti vi mirach, you know, like pepper flakes, go right ahead and put pepper flakes in there. I'm just gonna put a little bit of parsley in here because my daughter really loves parsley. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put parsley, and then both of them are gonna mix it together, and then we're gonna put them in the oven for 45 minutes, and they roast on their own. You don't have to do anything. You're just waiting for them to roast and have dinner. Then I'm gonna show you how to make homemade gravy, because we usually cannot have outside gravy. So I will show you. Now, Ayan, Aliza, both of you, beta, mix it well, and make sure you leave it in there, okay? Go ahead. They're gonna mix it together. Mix it well, babies. Yeah. Both of you, mashallah se. They both, mashallah se, have been helping me all day today. Ayan cut these veggies, and Aliza also helped Ayan cut the veggies and wash the potatoes and everything. They like cooking with their nani and me, you know. Okay, babies, that's it. Thank you, Miri Jan. Thank you. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these veggies in the oven for 40 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever your oven, however your oven works. For 45 minutes in the oven, back again. Voila. We did our potatoes, we put them in the oven. Now we're gonna do corn. These are frozen corn. You can get them throughout the year. I really like corn with my turkey or with chicken, or you know, with even roast beef. So, and my grandchildren also. So we're just doing corn. So all we did was we just heated a little bit of butter in there, and you're just gonna fry it a little bit, just with the butter. Aliza is helping me here. She's right here beside me. Here, Aliza, show your hand. You're right here. Yeah. So Aliza brought the seasoning with her. So we're just gonna fry these corn a little bit, and we're just gonna add a little bit of salt. If you like to add salt, add salt. If you don't want to add salt, don't add salt, because everything has salt. For corn, I suggest not to add anything, because let people do it themselves. Here we go. Now it's about 7-8 minutes later when I put the corn in. Look, this is how they look. I'm all done. I'm gonna take them out now, and we're gonna make right after this. So basically, if you think about it, it's the dinner itself is taking you maybe 45 to 50 minutes to make after the turkey is done, and usually the dinner takes longer. So don't get disheartened that, oh my God, I have to do so many things, so many steps. It's nothing to worry about. It just takes 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes each. Now they're done. I'm gonna take them out in the bowl, and I will show you after. Okay, here we go. Now we're doing gravy. Now what I have here is ghee. Ghee is clarified butter, because I ran out of butter. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter in here, and maybe, you know, just a little bit more. There we go. And I'm gonna let it melt. And then I have half a cup. Aliza, how much did you give me, Betty? Half a cup? Yeah. I have half a cup of flour, which I'm gonna put in here. Okay? Okay. And then I'm gonna actually roast the, what you're doing is you're just roasting the flour, just so that once it starts smelling, and you know, you're just roasting it a little bit in here before you add all the by the way, this is all the drippings. These are all the drippings that came out of my turkey. You remember the turkey I put in the the onions and I put in the broth, I put the onions, I put the garlic in there, and I put the celery in there. So yeah, that's what it's in there. So it's really very, very flavorful. So don't add any, you don't need to add any salt or anything to it. Just wait for it after. Yeah, and I'm just gonna fry this. Once it's fried a little bit, I'll come back and show you. So see, what I did was I switched the pan because my grandson got scared and the pan became too small for it. So look at the consistency now. Look at my gravy. Now, if you think that it's too thick, oh my God, it's too thick, go right ahead and add some. Remember I told you I made the broth. My broth is right here. I can add a little bit of broth in here just to thin it out a bit more. If you want to, go ahead, put it in. If you don't want to, if you think this is thick enough for you, that's perfectly fine. So there we go. Let me show you. I should have taken the, you know, the grease out, but I didn't. I purposely didn't take it out because I added a lot of butter in there and there was a lot of flavor in there. I don't want to get rid of that flavor, you know. So let me just see now the consistency. Look at the consistency of my gravy. You see? And I personally don't think that it needs any salt or anything, but what we'll do is we'll have Ayan or Aliza taste it, or even my director, Hamza Ali Judge, will taste it and see if it needs salt and pepper. He himself is a cook also, mind you. He likes cooking, but today he's recording me. Okay, beta? So this is done. So we're going to turn the stove off now. See, this is how I carved it. I put all the pieces, and you remember all the oranges and lime that I put in the turkey, inside the turkey. What I did was I squeezed a little bit of lime on top of it and a little bit of an orange juice on top of it, just to bring that citrusy flavor. So there we go. Now our turkey dinner is absolutely ready. My daughter is home. She's going to be making us a drink. It's called Virgin Caesar. So I'll show you how she's gonna make it. Atya, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Okay, so there you go. She's gonna make a drink and she's gonna show us how she does it while we put the turkey on the table. So she has this celery salt that comes in the store. It's their Caesar, remember, it's just a celery salt in there. If you can have it, if you want it. If you don't like it, it's okay. But anyway, so what you do is take a lime and you rub the lime around their glasses. You can make one and show them, and then I'm sure they'll understand. Okay, there you go. And then you're gonna add, she's gonna add some ice in there. While I open the beans. She didn't open the beans. She's nervous. First time. And she's gonna add Worcestershire sauce. Few drops, not too much. And Tabasco sauce. As hot as you like. If you want it hotter, you can go more. If you want it less, go. If you don't want it at all, don't go at all with it. And then we have clamato. It comes like this, clamato. It comes already, but we do it anyways. And it's really delicious. And if you don't like clamato, and people who don't have clamatos in their countries or anywhere, you can do it with tomato juice. Just dilute tomato juice a little bit with water, and you can do it exactly the same thing. If you have celery salt, I'm sure celery salt is everywhere. And now she's gonna put beans. It's totally up to you. These are the beans that she likes, and they're really nice and very tart. Some people put celery stick in there. You can put olives on top of the stick, and you can do it anything you like. And a piece of lime. And voila, there you go. There's your Caesar. Now we're gonna plate everything, and I will show you how you will. Hi. So you see, I plate everything. Here's my turkey here, and my cranberry sauce is right up here. This is how I did it. I didn't do a salad. You don't need a salad with it because you have vegetable with it. But again, like I said, it's totally up to you. There you go. I'm gonna have it with this drink. Everybody, you enjoy a turkey dinner from Ammi's Kitchen, and bon appetit.